From Lindenwold High School, this is The Morning Roar. With anchors Jalissa Jackson and Deanna Fields. With meteorologist Diamani Deputy and the 411 with Darren Hall.
Good morning, LHS. I'm Chris Perez. Welcome to today's broadcast in Morning Roar.
And I'm Deanna Fields. Today is Wednesday, May 15, 2019.
Attention all freshmen and sophomores. It's that time of year to get excited about your trip to Dorney Park and Wildwater Kingdom. This trip will happen on Saturday, June 1st and is limited to the first 100 people to sign up and pay. The cost is $75 and includes coach bus, both park tickets, and lunch. All money is due May 22nd. Sophomores see Mr. Florida Ryan or Ms. Hafner to sign up. Freshmen see Mr. Olson or Ms. Edwards to sign up. Do not miss the chance to have fun with your friends before the end of the year.
Sports physicals are Thursday, May 30th, 2019. All students must have a completed packet. All forms must be received by the school nurse by 8 a.m. May 23rd.
Do you want to hit a teacher with a dodgeball? Well, here's your chance. Lindenwold High School is presenting the first annual dodgeball tournament on Wednesday, May 22nd, after school in the gym. There will be teams of 5, $15 per team, or $3 per student. The winners of the student bracket will play the winners of the teachers bracket, and the winner takes all final death match. The winners will receive a championship ring. Students, if you wish to participate, please sign up with Coach Egan or Ms. Campbell or Mr. Sobolski by Friday, May 17th.
Any community service? Are you part of the pollution or a part of the solution? Coach Egan is offering 5 hours of community service Friday, May 17th. The event will begin at 2:30 p.m. and involve cleaning up the school park and Charles of Litter. Trash bags and gloves will be provided. Students are requested to donate $3 towards the Senior Athletic Scholarship Fund and will earn 5 hours of service for their donation and time given. Any questions, please see Coach Egan.
Attention students, only 13% of the students here at LHS have completed their community service hour requirement for the year. You must earn 10 community service hours every school year in order to move on to the next grade level or to graduate. This is what you need to do. Pick up a community service from the main office, complete a community service hour activity, have the person in charge of the activity sign your form, finish filling out the form, turn into Mrs. Martin or the assistant principal in the main office. Repeat this until you have earned your 10 hours of community service. If you have any questions, see your coach, advisor, teachers, counselor, or Mrs. Martin.
The next National Honor Society meeting is on May 16th after school in room B208. This is our last Chick-fil-A Leader Lab. Attendance is mandatory.
Attention all thrill seekers. Do you like to ice skate? Do you want to learn? The Adventure Club will be hosting a trip to Hollydale Ice Arena for indoor ice skating on Saturday, May 18th. You do not have to be a member to attend. The cost is only $20. Please see Mr. Miles or Mrs. Clark for a permission slip.
Attention LHS students. Student Council wants you. It's time for the election of our 2019-2020 Student Council officers. Can you translate your vision of LHS into reality and motivate others? If you are up for the challenge and want to run for an executive office, please see Ms. Porter for your election packet. If you want to be a candidate for a class office, freshmen, please see Ms. Edwards or Mr. Olson. Sophomores, please see Mr. Florida Ryan or Ms. Hafner. Juniors, please see Ms. Underwood or Coach Egan. It's about the time that let's go to our meteorologist.
I'm Marissa Somali with today's forecast. Today we'll have mostly sunny skies with a high of 71 and a low of 54, and winds coming from the northwest at 9 miles per hour. Now let's take a look at the 5-day forecast. On Thursday, we'll have isolated thunderstorms and temperatures at a high of 72 and a low of 56. On Friday, we'll have partly cloudy skies with a high of 75 and a low of 56. On Saturday, we'll have cloudy skies with a high of 76 and a low of 56. On Sunday, we'll have partly cloudy skies with a high of 73 and a low of 59. On Monday, we'll have scattered thunderstorms with a high of 74 and a low of 64. Now please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands,
one nation, under God, indivisible,
with liberty and justice for all.
I'm Marissa Somali for 411. It's time for another 4 moment brought to you by Mr. Flick's Community Broadcasting class.
For real? Do you know what battle ended all fighting in the U.S. during the Revolutionary War? It was the Battle of Yorktown, also known as the Siege of Yorktown. Washington commanded the American army, Lafayette the French, and Cornwallis the British. It began on September 20th and ended on October 17th, 1781, when a ceasefire was proposed and a surrender ceremony followed 2 days later. Together, the Americans and the French had an army of 19,000 soldiers, 3,000 of which had normally joined the fight. The British, in contrast, had only a measly 9,000. The Allied forces outgunned the British and were very well supplied. On October 5th, the Americans had began building their first siege trench under French direction. By October 9th, the French had progressed far enough that cannons could be placed to effectively attack the British. Then the American and French forces began their assault on the British in Yorktown. A total of 3,500 rounds were fired into the city every day. The Allied forces extended their lines by taking 2 outposts known as Number 9 and Number 10. October 17th began with American and British attacking each other. By 10 a.m., the British had had enough and admitted defeat. A British officer and a drummer appeared coming from the British lines. He was led to George Washington's headquarters, where he gave him a letter proposing a ceasefire and surrender negotiations. This ended fighting in the American colonies. The Treaty of Paris was signed on September 3rd, 1783, making America an independent country and thus completely ending the war. I'm Luis Bacorio, and this has been your For Real moment.
I'm Chris Perez.
And I'm Deanna Fields. You stay classy in the boat.
Thank you for watching today's telecast of The Morning Roar. This show is produced by the students of LHS TV. Watch this and other shows at lhstv.com.